The untold story of Andre Rieu, the man behind the music. For over 5 decades, Andre Rieu has been the face of joy in classical music. His violin danced under the stage lights, his waltzes filling arenas and hearts alike. Fans saw the smiling maestro, the showman, the entertainer, but few knew the battles he fought behind the curtains. In 2024, during a concert tour in Mexico City, everything changed. Andre collapsed backstage, dizzy and exhausted. For the first time in more than 50 years, the man who had thrived on applause was forced to confront silence. What led to that moment, and what came after? To understand, we must look at the boy who grew up without love, and the man who turned his pain into music that could move millions. Andre Rieu was born on October 1, 1949, in Maric, into a household where discipline outweighed affection. His father, a famous conductor, ruled with authority at home as strictly as he did on the podium. Mistakes were not forgiven. Emotion was treated as weakness. His mother, devout and severe, believed obedience was a virtue and softness a flaw. Praise was rare, laughter even rarer. Andre later said, "My parents didn't love me very much." It wasn't bitterness. It was the truth. Andre, the third of 6 children, grew up in a home where silence was constant and joy was conditional. He felt unseen, like a performer in training with no audience. Everything changed when he met his first violin teacher, a young woman whose patience and kindness revealed a world Andre had never known. She didn't scold him for mistakes. She encouraged him to feel the music, to pour emotion into every note. At 5 years old, Andre discovered freedom through melody. As Andre grew, his love for waltzes clashed with his father's rigid standards. "I didn't raise you to play waltzes," his father once said. Those words haunted him, yet also fueled his ambition. Every joyful note became an act of defiance, a declaration that music could be disciplined, yet celebratory. When he met Marguerite in the late 1960s, he found warmth and support absent in his childhood. That night, after his mother rejected her, Andre packed his belongings and left home forever. Together, he and Marguerite built a life defined by love, respect, and a shared dream, to make music that moved people. Andre began his career under other conductors, but something felt missing. Orchestras were lifeless, audiences were stiff. Music had become routine. He longed to bring joy, not just technique. In 1978, at age 29, with a newborn at home and no savings, Andre founded the Maastricht Salon Orchestra. 12 musicians, no sponsors, no fame, just a vision. They played wherever they could. Community centers, weddings, small towns. Critics called it folly, but Andre didn't care. He wanted to touch hearts. During one small performance, as he played Lahar's Gold and Silver Waltz, the audience swayed and laughed. Joy, Andre realized, was more powerful than perfection. That night, he knew the path his life would take. By 1987, Andre's dream took shape as the Johann Strauss Orchestra. 12 musicians, united by a radical idea: classical music should make people feel alive. Critics sneered. Audiences cried, clapped, and danced. The first concert on January 1, 1988, was small but electric. Gone were the stiff black tuxedos. In came color, humor, and laughter. For Andre, this was not rebellion, it was liberation. The defining moment came in 1995 during the UEFA Champions League final in Vienna. As Ajax faced Bayern Munich, 50,000 football fans experienced something extraordinary. Halftime became a ballroom. For the first time, classical music had turned a stadium into a dance hall. Millions watched live on TV. Within weeks, Andre's album Strauss & Co. topped charts, outselling pop icons and cementing what historians later called the Rieu effect. By the 2000s, Andre was a global sensation. His DVDs topped charts in Australia, Europe, and beyond. He received over 500 platinum awards, unprecedented in classical music, yet critics mocked him. Some called him a showman who cheapened classical music, but Andre never cared. He didn't perform for prestige. He performed for connection, for the joy of the audience, for the thrill of the waltz, for the music itself. In 2008, he took his vision to its extreme, building a full-scale $34 million replica of Vienna's Schönbrunn Palace as a mobile stage. Critics called it madness, fans called it magic. Through Andre, a new generation experienced the beauty of classical music for the first time. Despite his success, Andre's body began to betray him. In 2010, at age 62, a viral infection attacked his vestibular nerve, destroying his balance. For a violinist, balance is everything. Tours were canceled. Months were spent in bed, disoriented and fearful. An unexpected lifeline came from a fan in Australia. Using exercises from the letter, Andre slowly retrained his inner ear. By late 2010, he returned to the stage, not just as a performer, but as a survivor. Yet the experience left a permanent mark, both physically and emotionally. In 2016, tragedy struck again. The sudden death of his trombonist and close friend R.D.E. Merckx during a Christmas tour. Andre canceled all remaining shows, mourning deeply. For the first time, the music truly stopped. By 2024, Andre was 74, performing nearly 100 concerts a year across continents. But the human body has limits. In Mexico City, during the second show of a 6-concert run, exhaustion, altitude, and illness overwhelmed him. Backstage, Andre collapsed. He called Marguerite and whispered, "I don't want a first concert day like this ever again." The tour was canceled. 40,000 tickets refunded. For a man who had never missed a show in decades, it was devastating. His son, Pierre, took over management. Tours were restructured. Fewer flights, longer breaks, medical support on standby. Andre learned to slow down, a challenge for a man who had always thrived in motion. Today, at 75, Andre Rieu still performs. But his concerts are softer, more intimate. The waltzes carry a new tenderness, shaped by a life of triumph, loss, and survival. Pierre ensures the show goes on safely. Marjorie quietly shapes the music behind the scenes. Andre's legacy isn't just about music. It's about resilience, transformation, and the courage to turn pain into joy. The boy who never heard "I love you" now gives that love to millions. Each note, each waltz is a testament to the life he refused to let silence define. Andre Rieu's story reminds us, behind every smile is a struggle, behind every triumph a sacrifice. Music can heal, inspire, and connect, but only when it comes from a life fully lived. With all its scars, losses, and victories, the maestro may age, the applause may fade, but the music and his story will last forever.